Today is Saturday, April 18th. It is ab day. We have 4 rounds of 40 Turkish sit-ups, 20 on the right, 20 on the left. We've got 30 Russian twists, and then 20 starfish sit-ups. We're gonna rest 2 minutes after each round, all right? You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You only need one piece of equipment to do this workout. All right, guys, for our warm-up, we're gonna start out with a minute in the plank position. We're trying to activate those abs before we get into ab day. After that, we will transition to push-up to planks. We're gonna do 20. Again, we're working on those abs. No escape. Then we're gonna move on to some sit-ups. We'll knock out 20 sit-ups. Next, we'll move on to our dynamic stretches. We're going to start out with 10 pike walks, 5 on each leg. Is that your hip? Next, we have our windmills. We're going to rotate our spine and touch the inside of each foot. We're going to do that 20 times, so 10 on each leg. Okay, and then we have a hip pull water bird. So our first movement is the Turkish sit-up. We're gonna get set up just like we would for a Turkish get-up, but it's basically a quarter of the movement. All we're worried about doing is sitting up, getting onto that side of the elbow that's resting on the ground, and then reaching towards the sky with the side that's holding the weight. As you can see, Allison transitions her weight to her elbow. She pushes off the ground, uses her core to extend her back off the ground, and then she reaches up towards the sky. All right, we're really trying to use the abs as much as possible in this movement. All right, with our Russian twists, we're in that tuck position, so our butt / low back is on the ground. From here, we're holding the weight just in front of the torso. You can see Allison twisting from side to side. We're not letting the weight touch the ground, just above the ground before we rotate to the other side. All right, let's try not to just throw the weight around. Let's control it. Let's keep that weight in line with our torso as we turn. 1 rep is 1 turn. So each time you turn is a rep. 1, 2, 3, and so on until you get to 30. All right, and then our final movement for the workout is called a starfish. It's very similar to a V-up, but we're coming across the body with one arm to touch the opposite leg in the air, or toe. We're going to do 20 of those, so 10 on each side. Again, she's keeping the top of her shoulders off the ground and her feet off the ground as well throughout the movement. All right, if your shoulder blades or feet are coming to the ground, that's not what we want. We want to keep the core as tight as possible through this movement. And scaling. Maybe we can do a Turkish sit-up without weight.
Hey, quick on that other thing, that thing y'all were doing. What is that?
So,
The one where it's like.
so sit at the very edge.
Thorough.
At the very edge. Keep your feet knees together. That way you can like scoop in.
Scoop.
And then
Scoop.
you're gonna keep.
Yeah, I got it. Like kind of like almost like an uppercut,
Yeah.
and like here.
So like you want to see it right in between your eyes.
How heavy?
Not that heavy. I'm using 20s. Just go until it burns. Go until it burns. All right. Let's say the weight you have is too heavy for your Turkish sit-ups. You can do these without weight as our scale today. Just control the movement up and down. Really try and feel your core generating the movement, not just throwing your head up and back. And the same thing for the Russian twists. If the weight is a little too heavy for you, we can still stay in that tuck position, but you can just use your hands to touch the ground and go to the other side. And again, if that's too hard, you can plant your feet on the ground, have your core off the ground, and then still twist. So there's 2 scale options for that one. And let's say starfish is just outside of your skill level. We can scale it down to a bicycle crunch. We're still getting that transverse movement of the core going from elbow to knee. All right. We want to see that elbow come across the body and touch the knee for the entire rep to count. And we're still trying to keep the shoulders and the feet off the ground the entire time. Have fun with this one, guys. If you have any questions, get in contact with us coaches. We will guide you through it.